Gladiators in movies. 3 big mistakes. We've all seen movies about ancient Rome and their gladiator fights, and almost all of them make the same mistakes. The first mistake: how gladiators are armed. In films, they often appear in random armor, no helmets, dual-wielding swords, or carrying bizarre weapons. In reality, this would have been almost impossible. Gladiators were strictly divided into types, each with clearly defined gear. For example, a Thraex wore a tall-crested helmet, a shin guard on his left leg, a protective arm guard, manica, on his right arm, and carried a curved Thracian sword. A Murmillo wore a helmet with a crest, carried a large shield, wielded a straight gladius, and wore full shin and arm guards. Standardized matchups were an essential part of the games. Retiarii, fighters with a net and trident, usually fought Murmillones or Secutores. Thracians fought hoplomachii and Murmillones, and so on. Fans argued over matchups passionately, just like modern sports fans debate football or hockey tactics. If a gladiator appeared on the arena in full heavy armor without a helmet, the crowd would react with outrage. It would be like a soccer player showing up to a match wearing hockey gear. Ridiculous and against the spirit of the sport. The second major mistake: misrepresenting the structure of the games. In reality, Roman games lasted all day and were divided into 3 parts: morning, animal hunts, venaciones, and beast fights. Midday, public executions of criminals. Evening, gladiator combats. Bestiarii fought dangerous wild animals. Venatores staged mock hunts with tame animals like deer, camels, and sometimes even rabbits. They also performed tricks with trained predators, a display of Roman dominance over nature and barbarian lands. Movies often mix these phases or skip them entirely. For example, in Gladiator 2000, Maximus fights a tiger, even though true gladiators never fought animals. That was the bestiarii's job. The third, and worst, mistake: exaggerating the bloodshed. Films depict the arena as a conveyor belt of death. In truth, most fights ended without fatalities. If a gladiator was exhausted or badly wounded, he could raise 2 fingers, a gesture called missio, requesting mercy. The editor, games organizer, could spare him or order his death. Only cowards or those who fought dishonorably were usually executed. A brave and skilled fighter was almost always spared, even in defeat. Surrender was not considered shameful. Romans watched gladiator games to see skill, bravery, and spectacle, not simply death. It's similar to modern racing fans. They cheer for speed and skill, not crashes. Of course, the risk was real. If you enjoyed this story, give us a like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next episode.